Today I'm going to talk about major updates to my credit card strategy for the rest of 2024. The first half of 2024 has been crazy for Nerfs. By my count, there have been more Nerfs in the first 6 months of 2024 than the whole of 2023. So here are some of the changes I'm making to my credit card strategy. Again, a quick intro for the benefit of those newer viewers. I select cards based on value. If you give me high cashback, I'll take high cashback, and if you offer high miles, I'll take that too. Now each mile can be bought at around 1.5 cents or under with the right tools, so my take is that 6% cashback is better than 4 miles per dollar. At the same time, miles can be easily sold back to the bank at least 0.5 cents each, so 4 miles per dollar is like 2% cashback, and that's definitely better than 1.5% cashback. So don't fall into the trap of choosing either to be 100% cashback user or 100% miles user. Now if you want to sign up for any of these cards, right, do check out the links in the description box below because you can get great rewards for yourself and also keep my channel running. My primary card of choice, the UOB Evo, has unfortunately been nerfed to give under 4% cashback instead of the previous rate, which is a decent 6.7%. If you rely on UOB 1 for its interest, UOB Evo is now not the obvious choice anymore. The best earn rate right now is 4 miles per dollar from UOB Ladies. Now 4 miles per dollar is more valuable than 3.75%, but the UOB Ladies card is a lot more specific than UOB Evo, and you need to choose specific categories like dining, travel, etc. UOB 1 is the other choice with a minimum spend of $500, which is lower compared to UOB Evo. It also gives additional cashback on things like Shopee, Cold Storage, etc. if you do spend on those. None of these are really appealing to me. Instead, I'm replacing my primary card UOB Evo with 3 cards, and the first is HSBC Live Plus, which is possibly no surprise because it's a great dining card with its generous 8% cashback and relatively low spend of $600 per month. Dining transactions take up quite a bit of my monthly expenditure, and getting 8% cashback is fantastic. The card also allows for some shopping. It's a pretty limited list, but thanks to its inclusion of MCC 5311, you can buy vouchers from Haymax and get 8% cashback from those vouchers since Haymax is coded as 5311. Now check out my full review of HSBC Live Plus for more details. The second card is StanChart Smart, which gives 6% cashback on public transportation rides. The good thing about the StanChart Smart is that there's no minimum spend required, which is great because my public transport spend is probably around $100 per month. I can add this card as the primary card for my Apple Watch for buses and MRT, so it's very fast free. Since HSBC Live Plus doesn't support public transportation, this is a great card to supplement the HSBC Live Plus weakness. Finally, the third card which I use is DBSU, which continues to give its high 17.5% cashback rate on things like Cold Storage, Giant, Singtel Bills, Foodpanda, etc. Now, it's a good thing that what the DBSU is great at, like grocery spend as well as Singtel bills, are things that the HSBC Live Plus does not give 8% cashback for. So it's a very complementary arrangement. Now, it may be a bit difficult to hit both the $600 minimum spend of HSBC Live Plus and another $600 minimum spend for DBSU, but what I do is that I will prepay my Singtel bills and buy Cold Storage vouchers to hit my $600 spend for DBSU within the month. Then I ration that over the next couple of months, so I don't have to hit the $600 spend for DBSU every single month. HSBC Live Plus, of course, I need to hit $600 per month, and I think with a combination of dining as well as shopping, right, that should be doable for each month for at least a calendar quarter, which is required by HSBC Live Plus.
This video is brought to you by Minstant, which is a very useful free app that tells you which credit cards to use. I'm at Cold Storage now, and it of course tells me to use DBSU for 18% rebates, and it also knows that it is a UOB dollar merchant, so I shouldn't use my UOB Evo. It also tells me not to use HSBC Revolution anymore at fast food places, and it can also show you the MCC code so you can be sure it matches with your card's terms and conditions. Try out today using my link absolutely free of charge.
So these are my 3 card strategy for everyday spend, which gets 6%, 8% and 17.5% cashback, which are fantastic earn rates. Possible replacements for this strategy would be combining all 3 cards into a single card, the Maybank Family and Friends card, which is probably easier for most people and it gets a respectable 8% cashback, and that is something you can consider as well. I think the downside of this is that there are various limits to each category, and also dining to me is a little bit harder to use because it only counts restaurant spend. Currently, I'm not considering the Maybank Family and Friends card because DBSU gives an outsized 17.5% earn rate on things like Cold Storage and Giant groceries. So until this changes, I will continue to use the DBSU card given its very generous earn rate. So stay subscribed to my Telegram for more updates in case anything changes so that you can switch to the proper card to use. The City Rewards and Amaze combo and the UOB Preferred Platinum Visa remain as backup cards to soak up any excess spend that cannot fall into one of the 3 cards I mentioned. Revolution used to be part of these cards that soak up my excess spend, but yeah, you know what happened to it if you were subscribed to my Telegram group, right? It's been nerfed and now not something that I actually consider using. For those who are still tied to the UOB1 account, I think you can actually use UOB Ladies to replace HSBC Live Plus for dining. That's an okay strategy, although I think that 4 miles per dollar is worse than 8% cashback. Alternatively, you can also replace the StanChart Smart with UOB Ladies for the transportation category. Now, of course, transportation spend is only around $100 per month, I think. So you're still lacking about $400 per month to hit the UOB1 account's bonus interest. So you can see whether or not your family's monthly policy premiums for insurance can actually make up the rest of the spend. Right, there's no rewards here, but UOB1 account does count insurance premiums as an eligible category for bonus interest. I'm also experimenting on some ways to get bonus interest for UOB1 account, so stay subscribed for more updates. Now, another common category of spend that I do will be hawker payments. And while Shopback and Fave are relatively common at the places I eat at, right, and I can actually get 8% cashback with HSBC Live Plus through those apps, Nets QR is by far the most accepted payment mode by hawkers. For Nets QR, Snap would also work for HSBC Live Plus, except Snap has disappeared for a few months now. According to the company, the disappearance is a temporary thing and they will be relaunching later this year. It all sounds kind of weird to me, so I wouldn't keep my hopes up. Right? If it does come back, HSBC Live Plus would get even better because you now can get 8% cashback on hawker transactions made through Snap on your HSBC Live Plus. In the meantime, however, I've been using my Amex Pay for hawker food, and a card that I have been tying to Amex Pay will be the Amex High Flyer card, which gives 1.8 miles per dollar, and I think that's the highest reward you can get from Amex Pay. Amex High Flyer, unfortunately, is only available to businesses like sole proprietors and companies, so it's not the easiest card to get for everyone, and in that case, you can actually consider the Amex True Cashback card instead for hawker meals. Speaking of the Amex True Cashback card, it is now useful again because for many excluded transactions, UOB Absolute was my card of choice, and that gave 1.7% on a lot of excluded categories. Now they have actually reduced it to 0.3 for many excluded categories, which makes it really a pointless card in my opinion. And Amex True Cashback card is now relevant again because it gives 1.5% on anything that accepts Amex except for Grab top-ups. Mainly I use this for things like utilities, but I also help my mum renew her road tax, and yeah, it gives 1.5% cashback even on things like road tax. Now if you're new to the card, your first $5,000 is given an upsized 3% cashback, and this is a fantastic earn rate considering you'll be using this for transactions that are excluded by nearly any other card. Aside from these changes, the cards I use for travel, for bill payments, and other lifestyle cards remain fairly the same, so you can refer to my previous video on the card strategy for those. Looking ahead, I foresee that there'll be more changes after 2024. Already, we know that HSBC Live Plus excellent 8% cashback rate will end after 31st December 2024, and we're not sure whether or not it'll be renewed at that time, so stay subscribed for updates. I also suspect that DBSU's earn rate will probably not last very long because they are probably bleeding money on it. Yeah, so to earn more from your credit card, savings account and stay updated, stay subscribed to the Telegram group, and also check out this video where I talk about my remaining part of the card strategy that hasn't changed, and I'll see you in that